Hi. I'm enjoying the cha-cha-cha. Like, how do you like... I don't know. Let's not do that. Can you tell I'm not unwell anymore? Hello, welcome. I think luckily I avoided most people seeing that, so I think we're good. But welcome. Hello, fire. That's been clip shit. The sun is still out, yeah. I didn't even know the clocks had gone forward until about 1 o'clock this afternoon. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, welcome. Hi. I'm still a little bit unwell. I've got like 75% taste, about 67.5% smell, but my Riz is obviously eternal. And gaming is also eternal. Speaking of Battlefield, I don't care what people say about the game anymore. I love it. And to be fair, it has seen some sort of a redemption arc recently anyway, so I'm fine with it. I thoroughly enjoy it. I don't have COVID. I might have had it. I don't know. I could have done. I don't think I did, because I was ill like 4 weeks ago as well. Right, I've had a rough year so far. It's been a pretty rough start. Like, January I was ill. February, lost one of my cats, was ill again. Then I went on holiday, that was good. Then I was ill again, and another cat died. But then we got kittens. So I guess, like, silver linings in one way, shape or form, right? So, you know, win some, you lose some. In this case I lost 2, gained 2. But also illness. Oh, shit. Never mind. Okay, I didn't want to use that anyway, that's fine. But yes, I don't have coughing disease. You know what? I've not really been coughing. That's been the weird thing. It's mainly just been an impeccably blocked up nose. Like, I did not know. Game sounds loud. All right, I'll turn it down. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is loud. It's because last time we played, I had people in. My nose has produced an impeccable amount of moistness. What's the term? I was going to say snot, but that sounds disgusting. I don't want to say the word snot. It's produced an impeccable amount of goop. And honestly, like, my nose has just been like dripping. It's been clammy and dripping for the last week. I mean, you saw what sort of state I was in on Wednesday. It was like that, but worse. I didn't even get out of bed yesterday or the day before. Sounds like you had what I had. Third time I've been ill this year. Yeah, same. 100%. I think it must just be that we're all just weak. All just really pathetic humans. But I'm back now. So, well, as a little bit. But, you know, I was like, okay, I want to try and feel as normal as possible, so I should carry on as normal as I can. I've been at work. I haven't had any time off. But yeah, I've been enjoying this game lately, and I thought it would be nice to just play it and chill out for a bit. I don't know if anyone else is about, but I'm sure they will be soon. They won't be. They won't be. I don't think anyone's about. I don't know why I said I'm sure they will be soon. Possibly Wednesday though. People may be around. I don't really know what the plan is. I will be doing Minecraft. Potentially some of the others might be on. I don't know. But I would like to enjoy my cheesy potato bake without hearing about your nose. I didn't have nose boogers. I had nose moist. There's a difference. My nose was just dripping. It was goated with the sauce. Quite literally, that's all there was. Like, I've got through almost an entire tub of Vicks. Not Vicks the 123. That's a different tub entirely. But yeah, they're not bogies. They're not bogies. It was sort of like come. Sorry, I'll say that again, but slightly more distorted, just in case you missed it. Come. I'm sorry. So sorry. I hate myself so much sometimes. Oh, okay. Anyway, this is Portals. If you're not familiar with Portals, fucking hell, alright. Been coming out your nose. Yes. Pretty much. Yes. What's this here about Minecraft? Well, it's my Let's Play world, Zigzag. But I am open to letting people join without chaos. It would be nice to have a group expedition. However, I make this mistake every single time, and someone causes havoc. It's usually Isaac. If it's not Isaac, it will be Dan. So, I'm humming and ahhing about the idea, but I think, I don't know, it would be, I think, more fun and entertaining if we were all just sort of messing around on it, working together or whatever. I don't know. Minecraft Dungeons is free. Back to my point, if you don't know what Portals is essentially a culmination of like 4 Battlefield games from over the years. Some very good ones in my opinion. All put into one, and you can mix and match them. It's sort of like a more arcadey experience, I guess, in the sense that you can mix and match them. Like get all these weird scenarios and stuff, but you're still getting a relatively modern Battlefield experience. I don't know why I'm explaining this. The game's been out for 2 years now, but I thoroughly enjoy it because this is Battlefield 2042, except I'm playing as a World War II soldier at the Battle of Bulge and missing all my shots. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan said that. Hello, Sir Fluffy. What you lost about L? I'll clear it up. What do you need to know? Turn the mic up. Fucking hell. It's because I said come too loudly, wasn't it? There we go. Is that better? Is that clearing it up? Come. How about now? Is that alright? I'll turn it up a little bit more. There you go. There you go. Some more headaches. Too loud, turn down. Sweet, cheers. We need... What do you want to know, Husky? What specific detail? Any specific questions? I'm not going to answer them. Okay. The fact the Among Us sound went with that was quite good. I like that. Hi, Loomkeep. What if I joined your lobby? I mean, good luck finding me, bozo. Yeah. This has got off to a bit of a strange start. I've not even been, like, provoked. No one's even poked me to talk about anything sus. It's just happening. Hello? Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. And back over before the tank sees. Okay, crikey. There we go. So yeah, basically Portals, as I was saying. Well, trying to say, like 10 minutes ago. Portals is a combination of like 4 different Battlefield games, all mashed together in one. You can create private games, so you could, for example, Battlefield 3 has certain loadouts, certain vehicles and stuff like that. This is 1942, I think, and you can have like Battlefield 3's vehicles and weapons versus 1942's if you so wanted. Alternatively, you can play like with all the 1942 weapons, which we're doing now. This is a 42 map, but you could do it on the Battlefield 3 map. It's kind of just a sandbox mode, essentially. But could you look at your PlayStation messages? As you've asked nicely, yes. Let's have a look, shall we? What's Loomkey sent this week? Alright then. Glad we looked. Thanks for that, man. Nice one. Cheers. I don't know. My reaction to this. I like it. I like it. I'm glad you don't send anything too cursed, to be fair. Like, I'm glad you actually send things that I can show. Because I feel like some people would abuse that trust. I pray to him thrice at Fortnite. I'm on fire. I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about Fortnite. It's like... speaking of, I probably will end up finding myself on that fucking game soon. It's not that I want to, but it does look like it's got another improvement. The game seems to just not die. It just seems to never die. Like, it manages to keep itself relevant, even... That was a nice shot. Even, you know, in the most troublesome times. No good games out for a while. No Call of Duty coming out. No, well, I mean there is, but I mean people have lost interest in that already. Battlefield's, hello. You know, Battlefield's got its very secular fan base, shall we say? But Fortnite seems to reinvent itself every time it needs to. Have you seen Creative 2.0? That's what I'm talking about now, right? Especially with the combination of the Unreal Engine as well. I can totally see why people are still playing it after however many years. And even then, like, let's not forget, the primary mode before Battle Royale got big was Save the World. It wasn't even Battle Royale that was like the purpose of that entire game. So, the fact it's improvised and adapted and overcome for the sake of meme's sake. Fair play. Fair play. Although, I just pray to God it means we don't get another wave of shitty Fortnite dances, because I can't deal with that. If I have to deal with, like, any more TikToks or Reels or whatever of cringy kids doing Fortnite dances... Thank you, Husky. Fortnite customs, shit on burn. We could do customs, to be fair. You know what? I'd like to do Warzone customs, because it's been so long since we've done them. And we were going to try and sort them out soon, I think. But we've not actually spoken about it, to be fair. I think everyone's kind of tried to erase Warzone from their memory. I don't know what it is. Like, it just doesn't hit the same as it did with Rebirth or... You know, Verdansk. That game hit good in lockdown, but I don't know about now. You know, I'm not against it. Bernard has been marginally more responsible in the last year or so, to be honest. So, well done. I guess. I shouldn't have to congratulate you for not being a little shit. But, you know, you're a sweaty sniper. No. That's how you play Battlefield. To be fair, I am just trying to play a bit of everything as well. I'm not trying to just sort of run around and do one thing. Battlefield plays very differently to COD. I was almost going to play Hell Let Loose tonight, which, if you've not played Hell Let Loose before, if you've got the patience for it, it's a great game. It just depends if you've got the patience for it. It's so slow paced. Alright, imagine this, but like a quarter of the pace. And it's like one shot kill. It's like a realistic war simulator, basically. We could do a game at the end, maybe. Yeah, quite. It's again definitely got a niche audience. I think it would definitely be one for your more history fanatics, shall we say. If the game had come out like when I started doing YouTube, things probably would have been very different. I would have been playing nothing but that, I suspect. Thank you for the gifted. You don't. Told you, stop doing this. We could buy comics. What are you doing? We could buy comics. Bernard is not learning. You are learning from Bernard. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I was an angry little man then. I still am. But I'm just slightly less angry these days. So yeah. There's a truce in place currently. Bernard's unaware of this. Slay. Lord Foog the 2 stones is unimpressed. Would be. fun game I used to play. And I did this. This was like when this is like when you first start. Why can't I reload? There we go. Alright. Fun game I used to play. Because I used to play Battlefield 1 competitive, and that was when I sort of got into editing. Well, I knew how to do it before then, but that's when I started to actually like go like, oh, I'm gonna actually do it. Anyway, whatever. And fun little game we'd play was basically, and it's one of the first things that me and Kyle did together as well, was you'd just get in a building and see how long you could last. No, I don't mean with nuts. I mean the building will slowly but surely perish. So, like, if I piss someone off enough here, okay, they're gonna come for me. That's not to be taken out of context. These are anti-vehicle mines. I'm not really sure if that's a sensible idea. But yeah, basically, you just see how long you can survive in the building without getting killed, and it just gets a bit. Never mind then, we won't be playing that. We won't be playing that. Anyway, you see how long you can survive without the building blowing up. And usually, like, I mean, my record was something stupid, like 15 minutes. But obviously with destructible environments, it's a bit of a hit or miss. So the mode I've got this on at the moment as well is like a shuffle on portals. So the next game mode we could play could be Bad Company 2, which was my first Battlefield, my favourite as well. Or it could be Battlefield 3. Or I feel like there's a fourth option, and I can't for the life of me remember what. Come on, over. There is something about an M1 Garand that is just really good. Do love that gun. A tank would target me only. Well, very true. Did you enjoy the destructible environments in Vanguard? Did you just put enjoy and Vanguard in the same sentence? Homie, no one enjoyed anything about that game. Like, all these people complaining about Modern Warfare 2, yeah, they're correct for the most part. But, dude, Vanguard was so much worse. Like, we weren't complaining anywhere near as much as we are now. Like, back then. Why was that an exception? Like, not only... the integration to Warzone wasn't exactly great. I think the only reason people are... I don't know, I saw someone, like, rate... Vanguard good, what? S-Ticket, what? No! Mate, to be fair... I did practically only play Das Haus on it, and that map is enough to drive a sane man mental. Like, you could have turned a saint into a sociopath on that map, I guess. So, yeah, I kind of get it. But it was, I mean, not for me. I didn't like it. I was gonna do the atomic grind, and then I just gave up. I got like one set of platinums. Diamonds or whatever, and I decided very shortly after that to call it a day. Mind you, though, it did come out at a weird time because I feel like Cold War was underappreciated. That was a decent game. It looked good as well. It was a good game. It played well. It was quite fun, fast-paced. It's very arcadey. Vanguard was made of the year. Yeah, well, you can kind of tell. I didn't even touch the zombies. I didn't play it single time. What else was on there? The single player, I did all of them apart from... I got the whole way through the bloody story. I got the whole way through the campaign, and then didn't play the last mission, so I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, but I had some fun times on it. But I think, like, everyone was on a bit of a Warzone burnout anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't been excited about... I was excited for like the first 2 weeks that Modern Warfare 2 was out. But, like, I feel like Modern Warfare 2019 was just like... whole. That's what Call of Duty felt like when I was a kid, and that's how it, like, you know, it had that addictive feeling of wanting to go and play. Oh, just one more game, just one more game. You know, and I don't feel like I've had that on Call of Duty since then. Maybe on Cold War, a little bit on Cold War. I think that's because I went for Dark Matter, so it was more just like, oh, I'll just finish this gun off. What are we on now? Alamein, back up. Oh, it is only the 3. Red Dead Redemption 2, Fortnite. They're very different games. That doesn't count. I probably I imagine I will get the next COD purely on the basis that it's Call of Duty, so you know, it's a bit of a no-brainer, really, isn't it? And the main bulk of, I suppose, collectively our content is that. But if we could avoid that, I suppose long term maybe. Red Dead 2 is going. You know what? I feel like the problem I had with that game was that I played it on stream. I think if I played it on my own, in my own time, in a controlled environment, I probably would have loved it. But I think I played it on stream, so I wanted to keep things entertaining and interesting. But ultimately, I think I was more paranoid that it would be boring to just watch me riding around on a horse for 3 hours, you know. So I think I was skimming through the game because of that. You know, that's my rundown. But that's why with The Last of Us, I think I took it more slow paced and just sort of let the cutscenes do a lot of talking as well, you know. Should we hope for Ghost 2 instead of another game? Seems small time. I don't see why they don't just think of something new. I'm just bored of all these remasters or these reboots. Like Treyarch haven't released a title that's not under the Black Ops franchise since 2008. Well, since 2010, I guess. 2011, because I suppose that's when Black Ops 1 came out. The one before that being World War. But like everything since then has been a Black Ops title. It's just like, you're not done with that? We're not bored? Do you not want to try and think of something new and creative? Blast! Come on now! Come on! Where's he gone? Imagine what a thrill that would be in like real life. Oh fucking hell! In real life, actually like trying to get away from the bloody rapscallion. Okay, I've overrun the point. I'm not very good at tank gameplay on this game. That's the one thing I've never been good at is vehicles. If you could have any COD remaster, what one would it be? Campaign multiplayer? You know my answer. You know my answer, and you know why. It's because of nostalgic reasons, and it's Modern Warfare 2. When they announced they were doing that remaster, but then that it was only campaign, I was devastated. I would have purchased every single copy of that if they'd have put the multiplayer on it, and they just didn't. They dropped the ball on that so much, and they did it probably because they were worried that more people would play that than whichever game was out at that point. I think it was Modern Warfare 2019. But like, Modern Warfare 2019 had the same sort of feel, you know. If they'd have brought them out together, that would have been dream combo. People would still be playing it now. People are still playing 2019, you know. Black Ops, you know what? Black Ops, I wish I remembered more about Black Ops 1. Because I feel like I'd just come off of the back of Modern Warfare 2. I'd just got into Battlefield as well, so I was like 14 at the time as well, so I was like, oh, God, cringe. Ugh. A Battlefield 3 had just come out, and completely, like, I think the trailers for Battlefield 3 had just come out, and that was it. That was me for the next 2 years. Probably more than 2 years, to be fair. And, yeah, I sort of didn't really give that game the love it maybe should have got. Also, I wasn't very good at it, which which does affect it. Sorry, Stein, I've only just seen that message because I didn't get the Among Us sound. Did you know the shortest war ever lasted 38 minutes? That's impressive. Who was that between? I feel like I know the answer to this, but I don't without searching into it. Hey, Gator, how you been? Been a while. Forgot how to speak, Jesus. Yeah, it's been a while. How you been? I'm all good. I'm all good. Recovering from illness, which is why I sound like I'm bunged up and under the water and sniffed a load of pool water. But yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. How are you? And it's alright. There's no obligation to be here. If you like Portals, why not Battlefield 5? I like Battlefield 5. I was playing it the other day, actually. I had quite a good time on it, to be fair. I like Portals because the variation between this and Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3. There's a bit of everything on there, which is kind of cool. And yeah, the Battlefield is a bit more running. They have made it slightly more arcadey. This is just on older maps, so these maps are designed more with the older, like how the games traditionally used to play in mind, I guess. But I mean, see there again, like 3 kills just sort of turning up. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to get that one. But like this is more based on the traditional sort of Battlefield 1942, I guess. It wasn't actually called that. I think there was another one. There's so many of them. But obviously the older maps, it was like a very early FPS tactical sort of shooter, I guess. So a lot of the maps are bigger. They're designed with teamwork and stuff like that in mind. Hence why there's so many vehicles about. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Buster. Are we going to get in with the tag team? No, we're not. No. Alright. You're winning, son. Always. Always winning. So yeah, but like the new 2042 maps, for example, are a lot more fast-paced, a lot more... They're still Battlefield maps. You can tell the difference between them and COD, definitely, but equally you can tell that then they're not the same as this, you know? So... I actually checked behind me because Bernard said he was behind me. So that's kind of cool. Battlefield 5, we'll go back to that one. Battlefield 5 I enjoyed. It had one of the worst launches I've ever seen a game have, maybe other than this. And for EA, thank you, Husky. Appreciate that. Didn't have to do that. But I do agree. Stop remastering old maps in COD. Yeah, oh, okay. I personally would like to see more innovation back in Call of Duty. It doesn't feel like they've actually innovated anything since Warzone and the gunsmith mechanic, like the whole gun mechanic come out. Doesn't feel like anything's changed since then. So mutant in time. No, back to the point. Right, so Battlefield 5, other than this, perhaps maybe had one of the worst game launches I've ever seen. The trailer didn't help it at all. It was... If you're going to do... No, I'm not one for being like, oh, keep everything historically accurate and stuff. Well, I am, to be fair. I'm a history nerd, so preferably keep everything accurate if you can. Like, this is pretty accurate, I guess, in terms of uniforms, weapons, what's here and stuff. Battlefield really fumbled the bag with Battlefield 5. They could have made possibly the best World War II game of all time. And I know that they didn't want to go and do all your traditional sort of stories, like D-Day, Operation Market Garden, the Pacific War, which ironically was the best part, in my opinion, of Battlefield 5 when they ended up doing the Pacific Theatre. But they didn't want to go down the route of doing your traditional D-Days and so on and so forth. But if you've not watched it, watch Band of Brothers and then play Battlefield and tell me why a combination of all the things that people love to see and hear about and them stories would not work as a Battlefield game. And it would. I mean, even like for me as well, like this map, for example, El Alamein, right? North Africa campaign. We haven't really had any games that focus on that since Call of Duty 2, I don't think. Which for me is, I'm getting well into it now. You've set me off. We're on a history lesson. I'm sorry, everybody. But this is it. Talking's where we're going now. Rocks. For me personally, my great granddad was a desert rat. He was in North Africa in the war. I have pictures somewhere. They're up there. I won't get them right now, but yeah, I've got pictures, quite a lot of them. And I did a hell of a lot of research on his story and like his unit's story. He was I can tell you like everything about it. To be fair, like, I'm not gonna because it'd be boring for you all. But he basically started the war in Africa, aged like 18, 19. The unit he joined had previously been wiped out at Dunkirk, which is kind of, well, sad, but kind of like, oh shit. Then he went North Africa, Sicily, Italy, France, day after D-Day, so he got there the aftermath. Belgium, Holland, Germany ended the war in Denmark as part of like the group of the 4th Armoured Brigade who liberated Denmark. And I think he ended the war in a place called Esbjerg in Denmark. And I've got several pictures from that. But like, yeah, I don't know. I imagine seeing the war through the eyes of a 22-year-old in a long sort of campaign, which is actually based on true stories. Because let's be honest, there's thousands of stories you could tell from the war, rather than going from 7 different POVs of trying to include as much as you can because you're box ticking because you want critics to like your game. I didn't have a problem. Like, I completely agree that there are stories in World War II that need to be told, but look, Battlefield 1 did a good job of that, I thought. The fact it was showing African French fighters in the trenches, which was based on a true fact, like a true regiment, that was really well done. Why didn't we get a whole game on them? Do you know what I mean? Like, that would have been really cool. I don't know. That's just my 10 pence. 2 cents. Hello, Dan. Sorry, I was on a tangent there, and I completely just ignored everyone for like 10 minutes. But the D-Day landing was literally full night before the bus driver was added. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I should have taken history. I never took history, and I really regret it. I didn't realise how big that tangent was. I do apologise. Hope they had cross-gen 2042, so that's going for instance. Honestly, the game is not ported for last gen at all. I played the beta on PS4 before, because I didn't have the PS5 at that point. Oh god, what a piece of work that was. Yeah, that weren't a fun experience. That was a bad gaming experience. Opinion on Hardline? Yeah, I enjoyed Hardline. It didn't get the respect it deserved. I think it came out at a weird time because 4 had come out, started a bit dodgy, had its whole redemption arc, and people were just starting to settle with it, and then Hardline comes out and they're like, oh yeah, cops and robbers. It's like, what? But the gameplay was good. The story maybe not, but the gameplay was good. Yeah. But yeah, no, I wish I'd taken history. I'd have been good at it. The thing is, like, the thing I try and remember now is, like, sometimes, like, we're literally living through history. I remember thinking that when the Queen died. I was driving home from work, and, like, I was watching the news. I was like, this is good, like, in 50 years. People go, oh, do you remember when the Queen died? I'd be like, yeah. I was stuck on the A127 in standstill traffic. Just like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. There is a lot of running on this map. Like I said, though, it's one of the older maps, so, yeah, we are history. Oh, you're living through history much more than you realise at the moment, I assure you. I'm sure it won't matter in about 50 years' time. fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hello, Indominus Rex Gen. I'm gonna struggle with that every single time. Every single time. Currently on Weimar and Nazi Germany history. Yeah, Nazi's bad. Basically, that's all you need to know. Well, no, there is a bit more to it than that. But, yeah, that's the general consensus. To be fair, it's probably more important to learn how they came to power than how they were stopped. Do you know what I mean? Because if you can learn how they came to power, you can realise, okay, that cannot happen again. But, yeah. Here we are. I won't go into geopolitics talk because we'll be here for a while and it will depress me and I can't be dealing with that. Not today. The more I talk, the more bunged up I get as well. Oh, yes, this stuff is... I can't smell it. You can call me Indom Gen 3. Lovely. Sorry, I'm just putting Vicks up my nose because it helps my nasal passageways. Oh, it's like I can breathe luminescent colours. It's great. Wow. This is pretty, isn't it? What a lovely day. An hour and a half, 2 hours probably, usual time. You could probably 1v1 while I'm on. Get yourself some Ultravine spray, it'll save your life and sinuses. I will give that a go. Can I get it in a local pharmacy? I can go at work tomorrow. Although, tell you what, I got soothers earlier, and usually I'll just disregard soothers as like tasty cough sweets. They're just psychological in it. They don't do anything. They're just tasty. You give them to your kid and they'll shut up and they'll be like, "Oh, my cough's fixed. Can I have another one?" But yeah, I had a couple of them, and somehow that like proper sorted me out. I don't know why. Get the Vicks nasal spray. It opens up the orifices you didn't know you had. Seek help. I didn't want to read that sentence, but you made me. Came to power because during the 20s and the 30s they were under the Great Depression. Well, it was a combination of that. Actually, it was a combination of that and the fact that they were incredibly embarrassed at the Treaty of Versailles as an aftermath of World War One. Yeah, basically the Allies embarrassed the German nation as a people so much after World War One with the Treaty of Versailles that a lot of them, I think, took it personally. You know, from Europe as well, who are meant to be their neighbours, and so on and so forth, and people that they've moved to and from with over the years. And I think it was like almost more the humiliation of that, on top of the depression, everyone being poor. When a whole nation is poor, what's the best way to make money? That's the concerning thing. The best way to make money when a nation is poor is by starting a war. And although Hitler's reasoning for starting the war, to be fair, were, I don't think primarily because they were poor, because they'd sorted themselves out quite a bit. But equally, I don't know, I feel like he put a lot of his personal problems into that as well. The man clearly had issues. And yeah, I guess we could blame his art teacher. Did you hear what Will Smith did to Chris Rock? Just saw it on YouTube Shorts. You fool! I saw it on Instagram Reels about a week ago. I'm well ahead. That's a good joke. I like that. I like that. Hello, Carwy Matt. Or just Matt. That's probably easier, isn't it? Welcome. Trying a magnetic phone charge. Hello, Callum. How you doing? This isn't going to be the most interesting. It's just me as well, by the way, at the moment. But, there we go. I'm going to take his sniper, though, because he was pinging shots. But yeah, no. Yeah, welcome. That's it, really. Cats over allergies, yeah, too, right? Oh, the cats were being adorable yesterday, to be fair. I was playing with them. I'll show you the video in a bit, actually. You know what, I'll see if I can find it now. One of them, old bloody, old Roy, the cat, he's developed a new attack, which is to... Let me just go full face. He's basically developed an attack, which is to climb up my leg. He climbs up my leg, and then he climbs up my leg and then attacks Moss, and then he just jumps all over him. It's great. It's great. He climbs up my leg, and then he's like, Roy activity. Yeah, he's a psychopath. Moss, I thought Moss was going to be worse because he's like a fully black cat, and anyone that's had full black cats before, I haven't, but my girlfriend has. I know that they're just absolute sociopaths. But so I thought that Moss was going to be the troublesome one, but Roy is he's a character. He's a character. He's got a moody face, but it's kind of cute at the same time. But yeah, nah, they're adorable. They're being squishies. Apparently they had a bath earlier. They didn't like that, from what I understand. Apparently that didn't go well. Right, where are them shots coming from? Aha, that's where I'd be. Yep, that's definitely a tank. Okay. I feel like I'm playing... What's that game? Elite Sniper. What's it called? Is it Elite Sniper? Why can't I get on the AA? Is it broke? It's not broken. Can't be. What if I shoot through the barrel? Maybe not, I don't know. If I shoot the guy out of a Spitfire. If I shoot someone out of a Spitfire, then what? It's possible. I used to do it in Battlefield 1 all the time. Or even if I hit it. Right. Okay, mister. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, alright? I prefer cats when they aren't throwing up every 0.0074. What? Cats don't throw up unless you feed them. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's not normal. That's not normal for cats to do that. So maybe you've been mistreating them. I don't want to point fingers. But, you know, cats don't normally do that. So maybe... yeah. Don't feed cats beans. Well, alright then. I assumed that Heinz beans wouldn't be for feline consumption. But here we are. Spitfire is my kind of plane. Spitfire is the sexiest plane that ever existed. That's a fact. They are the facts. Because I work in aviation, we've got a calendar at work, and it's got a Spitfire. It's got the different planes on it. At the moment, we've got a Hurricane, which is kind of cool. Next month's a P-47, but I believe the month after is a Spitfire, and I'm excited, very excited. Stukas exist, yeah, but when you look at the rate of which Spitfires were shooting down, actually Spitfires didn't really shoot down Stukas. Stukas were just dive bombers. That was all they did. They were just bombers. They didn't really. Once they'd spent their rounds, they're done. Spitfire, right? 500 miles an hour, top speed. Beautiful Rolls-Royce engines. Merlin, actually, as well. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with it. I don't really understand. Yeah. But actually, when I grew up in Hornchurch, which, if you're not aware, used to be an RAF base in the war, and the RAF base is now a country park. I grew up there. I spent a lot of my time there as a kid. And it's still got some of the the bits left. There's still a few like pillboxes, and there's like a museum to the side of it, stuff like that. But one of the car parks is a Spitfire fighter pen, which is quite cool because you just go to the park there in your car, but it's like the same parking lot that Spitfires would have taken off from in the war. It's kind of cool. Like I don't know, I love history. I don't know what it is. I think it's autism, actually. Come to think of it. This is just a history lesson. I've actually just tricked you all here into just watching me play video games. We're just talking about history. Okay, let's go off-road. I've seen Marmite being talked about. Marmite and cheese on toast. Yay or nay? Because it's a top tier topping. It's a top tier topping, and a lot of people are just like, that's disgusting, but it's not. Try it. You've got to try it. Marmite cheese and toast is elite breakfast. Exactly. Have it on crumpets as well. It's good. But you need to make sure that the crumpets are absolutely pissing with Marmite as well. They need to be pissing themselves. Marmite in cheese in toast. I was gonna say, oh, you're just inventing stuff now. Cheese and toast with Worcestershire sauce. I can say Worcestershire. Can I? Shit, can I? Worcestershire. I hate that word. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Worcester. How do you pronounce that? I've been trying to say this one word for like the last 5 minutes. I feel like Kyle. Jesus Christ. Is this how Kyle, like, feels when he's trying to spell his name? Kyle. Yeah, that's proper Assembly West. Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. Nice one. Cheers. That might make it to the highlights of the second channel. Possibly. Just me having a fucking seizure trying to say the word Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Worcester. I like that. Worcester. Just me running around the desert. This is like the ultimate ADHD TikTok where it's just me sort of just playing Subway Surfers. What I might do is I might put the I'm going to put the audio of me saying all that with this gameplay, and then under that I'm going to have Subway Surfers with subtitles for it. But then under that, in a third screen, I'm going to have me playing Coin Pirates with subtitles from this bit of me talking about what I'm going to do. None of this is ever going to happen, but it would be funny. And then under that, I will have Family Guy footage of just Peter being racist, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. Wrote about the Supermarine Spitfire. I don't know. I saw S Marine and thought submarine. Wrote about the Spitfire for my English speaking and listening zone. Hell yeah! It's a beautiful plane. If I can get a plane in this, then that would be great. Although I would probably be in a 109 as I'm on the German side. Yeah, I'm German. Oh god! Oh, piss. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the cat show. The thing is, the cats with little quirks like that are the cutest ones. The Boo, bless him. I mean, he was falling apart. He just turned up one day. We don't even know where he turned up from. But, like, he had this spot. Like, if you rubbed him by his tail, he'd just start, like, spazzing out. And he'd just go, like that. He looked like a tortoise. And, we called it Naboo's sexy spot. Because I think that he might have actually been preparing to ejaculate. but I've told this story the wrong. Oh no! You know what? It's only when I put it in them words. That's not. I don't think that's what it actually was. I worded it so badly, but it was kind of funny. It had to be there, really, I guess. Nice placement on the leaderboard. Where did I go? 22nd, yeah! Nice. Epic. Let's see if I can get a different game mode, because I said that Pools was elite, but like it'd be nice to play more than one game mode. That'd be cool. But this is good, though, because you do just rank up, so you just rank up for playing the game, which is fun. It's kind of cool. And all the explosive launch, lovely. Let's make some trouble. Gizmo got sick a few years ago, nearly lost as a result, but she got brain damage. It's like looking after Harvey Price at times. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Shah. I'm sure you're looking after her, you know. Yeah, I'm sure you're looking after her enough. You're like one of them people I'd like trust. Like if I went on holiday and you were my neighbour, I'd be like, can you just pop in and feed the boys like 3 times a day, whatever. That'd be great. Cheers. And you know, I feel like you'd be trustworthy to manage that. Whereas other people probably not so much. Afghanistan War Sim. What maps? Friendly fire on 40%. It's good to see the server browser actually with people in it, though, to be fair. It makes a nice change. Not that many, admittedly, but, you know, we can dream. All eras. Let's try again, because we loaded into World War II, so... How do I stop my pests from bringing mice into the house? It's got to the point where all the guts are over the floor when we wake up. Well, that with cats, that is them bringing you a gift. Because you feed them, and that's them saying to you, here is my gift to you. It may look like a mouse that's dying and its insides might be falling out. And, you know, I have just murdered an innocent creature and taken it away from its family. But it's a gift. So, you know, maybe just be grateful for what it is. Either that or just don't let them out at night. Like, that's the only way I can think. That's the thing with outdoor cats. Like I've always had outdoor cats. They just bring shit in. It's like, okay. They either bring shit in or go missing. It's one of the two. But, you know, the cats will be cats, won't it? That's what they do. That's why we love them. Right, this is where I started Battlefield. Actually, tell a lie, it's not. I started Battlefield on 1943. The expansion, not the year. They did a thing on the PS3. It was sort of like a... What was it? Right, easy time. Easy. Whoa, boy! Yeah, it was sort of like free maps. Just a demo to test out the new explosive stuff, I guess. It was just an arcadey sort of approach to Battlefield, but it got me addicted. Then Bad Company 2 came out not long after, and after that I was hooked. So yeah, Bad Company 2 was where I did the majority of my Battlefield nostalgia, I guess. It reminds me, right, 2010, Tiny Temper, Ellie Goulding, dubstep. There are certain songs that like just take me back to playing this game. So many good times. Free trial on PS3. Yeah, I think it was, you know. I believe it was. That was my first one. Anyway, if you played that and then played Bad Company 2, you got rewarded with either a Thompson or an M1 Garand, which you can see here, as a reward. They were also in the game, in the single player. You could use them there. But yeah, good times. The sniping on that game. I remember playing the demo. The demo for the online. It was the first time I'd properly seen destructive environments in a video, and holy shit, that blew my mind. My 13, 14-year-old brain was just absolutely frazzled. Just like, so right, POV, there is a man on the other side of that door, and I want to get in there. Okay, I will just go in. I will just do that and see him there. He will meet his maker. And someone that had been playing COD up until that point that was quite mind-blowing, to be fair. What a great time. 2010 was a good year. I don't remember much of it, but the bits I do remember were great. Just remember having a good time. Just good times all around. Not for this guy, though. He's about to be as dead as... okay, never mind. Forgot you can break walls in Battlefield. Yeah, the thing is, they've done the bloody damage down on a lot of this game. Which is why I like this mode, because this map specifically was from Bad Company 2, and it's, yeah, classic. Favourite historical military aircraft? Spitfire. Although, you know what, I've been spending a lot of time on Flight Radar lately. My sister went to Australia. She's there at the moment, but she went via Singapore, so I tracked the flight. And I was just watching this flight for like 12 hours. Literally, I had it on at work. I'm just like, ooh, flying over Dunkirk, that's cool. Then like 2 hours later, it's like, right, you're just going over Romania, and then watch that all the way through to Singapore. That was kind of cool. I've always had a fascination with aviation, I guess. Not really. That's a lie. I used to be scared of flying, but no, I love flying now. I enjoy it. The thrill of you know, possibly dying is really quite something. When are you going to play with the boys again? Probably Wednesday, to be honest. I don't know what the plan is. I think Isaac's seeing John Wick 4 tonight. He made that point very clear. He told us about 7 times. Dan's dealing with some family, well, not family stuff. He's got some stuff on. It's fine. It's all good. Blue, I don't know what Blue's doing tonight. Kyle's in Australia. That is all of us, isn't it? That is all of us. Yes. Yeah, nah, probably. If not tomorrow, the day after. Possibly live on Wednesday. I don't know yet. We will see. We will see. But yeah, no, with flying, the fault that, like, you know, it's out of my control. Last flight I was on, it was going over the Irish Sea, and there was turbulence. Well, it was on the way there, actually. And honestly, it's the worst turbulence I've ever had. It's the only time I've ever been on a plane and thought, I could die here. Like, it was sort of like... and like, when you think about it, you're like, well, I'm 35,000 feet in the air. I'm not going to crash into anything. Realistically, the worst situation that could happen is the wing falls off. Or, you know, something goes wrong with the engine. But realistically, you've got enough to glide, probably. Unless you spin out of control dangerously. Then you're free falling for 35,000 feet. Crashing to your doom. But you'd pass out long before then, so it's alright. But yeah, no, it's the first... Sorry, I'm a bit of a nihilist with these things. I sort of try to look at things realistically when I try to understand things. Anyway, my point is... it was the first time in my life that I've genuinely been like, I might die here. And... I was strangely okay with it. I was sort of just like... what can you do? I was a bit annoyed that I hadn't had my holiday first, I guess. But, you know, like... I think I was more shocked with myself that I was just like, well, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm going to hit that. Never mind. There's a Spitfire fly over a garden centre a few years back. They're nice, to be fair. I've been inside a Lancaster. They're pretty cool. I used to go to a lot of military shows back when I was going through my phase, and there was a lot of flyovers there. I think there was a P-51 flyover at one point, and I think that there's always a Spitfire flyover. However, I don't think they ever used the original Spitfires though. They used the dual cockpit ones, which were actually like modified. So they don't actually use not that I've seen at least. But I know a guy I used to work with. He ended up working. Oh crikey! At the Imperial War Museum in Duxford. And like literally every day on his Instagram, he was just like, "Oh, sitting in a Spitfire today." Just like, "Oh, okay." I've been in the fuselage of a Lancaster. That was quite cool. You don't realise how cramped it is until you're in it as well. Quite a weird feeling. But yeah, real cool. And also, right, we just need to acknowledge the RAF uniform from 1930, whatever it was, to 1946. I think they changed it. Pilots had so much riz. I hate the term, but they did seriously have some riz. You know, like while all these other young men were off fighting in foreign countries, getting blown to bits and getting mortared to fuck every night, the pilots were just sitting at home swooning the women and having beer. It's pretty much, you know, that's pretty much how it went down.
Creating magazines.
The Americans are the worst as well. The Americans are the worst. America, you're the worst. I hate you. Anyway, that's not the point I was going to make. My obviously I did a fair bit of research about my great grandparents, and my great grandmother, who was related to the Deseret, she was in the Admiralty in the war. I don't know that much about her time in the war, to be honest, but their house backed on to Hornchurch Airfield. Like, my whole family pretty much grew up in that area, like born and bred that way. But their house at the time backed on to the airfield. And later in the war, when they were doing sorties into Germany, doing bombing runs, places like Dresden, Dortmund, I don't know. The US Air Force, the United States Army Air Force actually at that point, it went from the USAAF to the USAF in the 50s. More you know. I hate myself sometimes. But yeah, no, they were stationed there. Whereas in the Battle of Britain, it was actually like just pretty much all spit. Whatever, don't matter. Anyway, so they backed onto the airfield, and a pilot, they offered a pilot a cup of tea. Like my great nan and her mum offered him a cup of tea, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds like, yeah, sure, sounds swell." I'm never doing that again. And then 10 minutes later, like, they've got an entire fucking like company of pilots in their garden just eating cake and drinking tea because like word had just spread. Oh yeah, like this bint's got cake. That sentence works very differently in 2023, but I assure you, it wasn't anything like that. So I'm told. Yo, this dopey Brit got cake. Who do you think would win in a 1v1, you or Bernard? Bernard. Honestly, don't ever, like, Bernard in a 1v1 is a death wish. I feel sympathy for whoever feels like they've got that in the bank. He will win. Just know that. Great granddad was Bomber Command, Halifax Bombers, fly drops, glider tows between 44, 45, 644 squad. That's cool. That's cool, Tom. I like that. I like a man that knows a bit of family history. That's good stuff. As Bernard returned, Bernard never left. He was just quiet. He was just in his SoundCloud rapper phase. Bernard, you should do some SoundCloud raps. You should do a diss track on Isaac Rose. That's what you should do. You should do it on SoundCloud. I should 1v1 Bernard. Nope. I'm well educated enough to know that that's not good for anyone. So that's not going to happen. I love this game. I've not really been paying attention, to be honest, but that's why I can tell I'm having fun, because I can just switch off. I just switch off and enjoy it. I don't feel like I've done that with a game in a long time. And you know, I'm kind of glad this game. I know I am glad, genuinely, that the game is having a little bit of a redemption arc, because it's like, it's a shame that the game come out the way it did. It's EA's fault. DICE have got their issues, don't get me wrong, but it's EA's fault. EA need to learn that if it's not ready, don't release it. Like, I know there's money on it, but like, the people deserve better. EA need to get their head out their arse. They've done this with so many games now. And if it, and to be fair, I think DICE are putting another year into this on top of what we're, you know, where we are now. So they're putting another year of development into this game, which means another 4 seasons or whatever, which is good. I mean, look, the game's picked up people again. It's considering it had like 2,000 players at one point. It's now, I don't know what the play count is at the moment, but it's actually got servers. It's got people playing it. It's got, you know, I'm still enjoying it. So that shouldn't be like that. Right, okay. Ket4 UP32, or Ketchup, has fumbled the bag on this one, I'm going to say. Right, it's for the good of the mankind. Here we go. But yeah, like, it's a shame that DICE gets steamrolled by EA every single time. Because DICE are genuinely capable of making very good games. Battlefront 2 is a good example as well. Like, if that had got the development that it... Well, if that had released the way that it is now, if that makes sense, that would have been possibly the best Star Wars game of all time. But yeah, I don't know. And if this game had come out the way it is now, or the way it was in November, if they'd have delayed it a year, Battlefield's reputation would still be pretty good, to be honest. I don't think it would have been hindered the way it did. I mean, I remember after this come out, literally, I mean, I was in a couple of Facebook groups, like Battlefield communities, from back in the day, and it was almost like embarrassing to be seen in there. So, I don't know. Me and DICE EA and myself have had explosive words in years gone by. Have you spoken to EA directly? I do go on. I feel like, is there beef here? Is there previous? I'm intrigued. I must know. But like EA, I think it was EA as well. They were like, "Oh, single-player games don't sell anymore. No one's interested in single-player games." Same year, they proceed to release Star Wars Fallen Order, or Jedi Fallen Order, and it's like their most sold game for like 5 years, something like that. I am very much looking forward to the new one as well. That will be getting played. That will be getting played here. Probably the whole... I will probably be doing the whole thing. I will, yeah. That was Respawn. Yeah, but DICE were involved in the engine, weren't they? EA are the developer, right? Or producer, I suppose. I'm not sure how it all works, but ultimately it will be EA's fault. So, so it's EA's fault as far as I'm concerned. How are we doing? Oh, I'm 5th. Alright, fair enough. Shows how good you can do on this game when you just actually instinctively go to collect objectives and kill people, I guess. Do need a new controller. My day one PS3 controller. Jeez, what? PS3? I was considering buying a PS3 recently, to be fair. And you know what I would like to? There's a lot of games I'd like to play. Force Unleashed would be on there, definitely. I've got it on PC, but I don't know. There's just something about playing it on the PS. I've been a console gamer since birth. Like, I just don't really get on with mouse and keyboard. I know I can plug a controller in, but my computer's not that good. So, have you considered emulation? Yeah. Ultimately, it'd probably be more cheaper and more efficient for me to just buy a PS3. I'll just link the Elgato in and I'm good, you know. I don't have to worry about is the graphics card going to support it. I mean, my graphics card would comfortably run anything on PS3, like that sort of title. But equally, I don't want to put the strain on my PC to do that and then stream, and you know, it's a lower end PC given today's standards. Definitely, 10 years ago, yeah, it probably would have been high end, but you know, probably not. Indominus. I just like chatting, to be honest. Nah, probably not. I need to figure out what shorts I'm going to do, actually, to be fair. I've not scheduled. But, oh, I'm dead. But yeah, nah, probably not. But it was a good chat. It was a good chat. Still have that pristine PS3 unused. Yeah, I know. I don't need reminding. Stop telling me. PS3 has some annoying thing, not allowing capture cards, so you might... Are you sure? Dude, we used to run HD PVRs and dazzles through the PS3 back in the day. That was like when I first got into editing and stuff like that. Like, we used to run capture cards. That was how you recorded back then. Is it not a HDCP option? Because I remember that caught me off guard a fair few times, I think, at first. I'm a big boy, I'm sure I could figure it out. Dude, I managed to link a dazzle up to the PS3 back in like 2009, age 13. I'm pretty sure I could sort something out. Not in a condescending way, but like, if I can't figure it out, then that's a me problem, homie. For real, yo. Finna be bussing, home dog. See you later. Indominus. There we go. Read that like an idiot. Indominus. I think it's HDCP and you can't save it. We used to make montages on the PS3, so you could definitely record capture card on it. I think there was, I don't know. I didn't have a HD PVR because it was PVR back in the day. It wasn't even an Elgato. Elgato didn't exist until long after I was past that. But yeah, I went through a dazzle. If you're not sure what a dazzle is, imagine an Elgato. If you're not sure what an Elgato is, imagine SharePlay but in a box, right? Hence how I'm doing this. But imagine that not in HD. If you can remember what not HD looks like, fellas. I just hit that alley, to be fair. I'm gonna get it. I will get it. That helicopter's got my name. But yeah, no. So that you'd basically record it in standard def, and my god, it looked horrible. One thing I did love about this game was the fact you can get all the people's dog tags. There was a trophy. It's the only trophy I didn't get on this game, and that was to get 5 friends on Bad Company 2. That is. It was to get 5 friends' dog tags, and I got 1 because none of my other friends played the game. That sentence sounds so sad. But yeah, that was robbed. All right, come on then. Piss. All right. I've got infinite ammo, it seems. This is fun, though. Oh, I haven't got infinite ammo. Never mind. However, I have been promoted, so that's fine. El Gato is a Spanish cat. Cool. Nice one, Suter. Cheers. Thanks, man. Bored on chat GPT. Tell me something to write. Ask it to do an essay on me. Only because I want to see if like it does extensive research like that. I've never actually used it. I'm scared of GPT. I watched the South Park episode the other day, and I don't understand it enough. It's sort of just like a chatbot. I get that, but wait, is it? It's just obviously it's AI. But don't know. How sentient is it? Are they going to take over? Are we going to die? These are my questions. It's probably more intelligent than me, but surely its intelligence is only based on what it can find online. It's sort of like Ultron, right? You're playing with the Ultron bot, and it's going to get you. Hello, Steph. How you doing? Hi. Oh, I love this rocket. It's so good. Okay, I'm getting shot from about 4 angles here. There we go. It praised you for knowing that El Gato is cat. Huh. El Gato! Yeah, that must be so confusing going into a tech shop in Spanish. So, hello, sir. I'm looking to buy El Gato. And they're like, no, we don't sell cats. So, no, I want the El Gato. So, we don't have the cat. This would work better in the form of a sketch. Where did I come? 5th. I'll take it. I'll take it. The thing I do like about this is I've only played like 3 games so far, and we're like an hour and 16 in. The cat is here. You can't really see it. It's just off camera. There you go. It's just there. Courtesy of Benji, actually. I will say, I wouldn't have this if not for Benji. I don't know why he gave it to me. In all honesty, probably his leverage. Because for like 2 months after that, anytime that I try and retaliate to anything he said, he's like, "You got to be nice to me." I go, "No, go." I'm like, "Is that how it works?" So yeah, no hard feelings. Here we go. Buckle in, boys. I'm going to find you and point a reflected mirror at your window, so you constantly think there's a sniper. Once again, no hard feelings. Joke's on you, Billy wants your socks. My head's a sniper's wet dream. You wouldn't be able to miss that thing if you tried. I wake up every day and pray. I pray that a sniper's just going to pop my little noggin. But it never happens. It's a big head, to be fair. I got a massive head. No hard feelings. It's a horrible way to start a sentence. I'm going to terrorise your life forever until you're insane, but no hard feelings. I heard you were talking crud again, so about members videos, even though I gave you one. And even though I've been ill 3 times this year, and lost 2 cats, and been on holiday, and had 5 files corrupt trying to make a members video. It's okay. I do it all for you, Suter. That's what I do. And you chat crud. I'm not angry, just disappointed. I expected better of you. I expected you to follow everything I said to a T and be my humble servant. But no, you have to. Oh, I'm entitled to my rights. Oh, you said there'd be 1 a month. Yeah, well, sometimes people lie, don't they? I'm not really sure what I'm talking about. If anyone's curious, I missed a members upload. I will agree. It's not good. However, I do have reasons. I was ill. My cats died. The file corrupted several times. And I was on holiday. That's 4 excuses. No, not excuses. Reasons. I'm in such an autistic mood, my god. I've got started now, I'm having a good time. So it's like, I might as well just continue to be autistic. Also, I've not used this sniper since I was about 13, so let's see if I've still got the bravery. You say that was a kill. Doesn't matter anyway, whatever. I remember, actually I think I was going to talk about this and then I got sidetracked. On the demo, because it was back in the day, you didn't get betas, you got demos, and you just played it for like a week, and then if you liked it, you'd get it. So just did the demo for this, and it was on a snow map. And that was a bot. I shouldn't feel too good about that kill. And I was hooked, literally from that demo. It's one of the... It's how to do game demos properly, in my opinion. If you're doing a multiplayer game, make sure, if the game's not finished, make sure the level that you're showing off is. Make sure it works. Make sure it plays nice. That's that. And it did. Whew. PlayStation Magazine, yeah! Finally, someone as old as me. Yeah, no, I used to get them all the time. There was, you know what? There's a couple that have haunted me for years though. There was one disc I had. There was a game on it, and I can only envision it. But anytime I even try to think about it or describe it or anything like that, it feels like one of them pictures that you ask AI to draw, and it's making that assumption, and it just makes no sense. It was sort of like in this industrial complex, and there's like, it was sort of like a Jak and Daxter or a Ratchet and Clank kind of vibe, where you're this character and a sidekick. But it wasn't either of them, and it wasn't Sly Cooper either, I don't think. And there was a planetarium in the middle. Maybe this was a fever dream, I don't know, I could be wrong. There was a planetarium in the middle, and you had to climb it, and it just had a vibe. I'm not really sure what it was called, what the plot was, what the characters looked like. I just remember spending hours on it, fixated with it, age 7, 8, and that was that. There was another one, which... Oh. we got there. There was another one, which was... Do you remember the SSX games? Like, the skiing games. They're kind of cool. Maybe not now. You got games like Steep, which like just blow that out of the water entirely. But, I'm going to hit this shot. Maybe not that one. One of them will hit. Nearly. So yeah, they was good. And then there was also, I think it was one of the Total Wipeout games. Don't know. PS2 was such a good console though. But yeah, no, like, I remember I used to get really excited to play demos all the time, because it was like I could play the game without buying it. Now it's just like I just go on YouTube, watch this dickhead play it. And one of the best demos I've played. Actually, Star Wars Force Unleashed. That was a demo that made me buy the game. Even though, to be honest, I was a massive Star Wars fan anyway, so I would have bought that game regardless. I think. Get quick scoped Imagine on Battlefield. And then the Wolverine PS3 game. Top tier. Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty. See, I was a massive Ratchet and Clank fan anyway, so Ratchet and Clank 2 was one of my favourite games of all time. Is one of my favourite games of all time. I completed that 12 times. Bear in mind I was like 7, 8. Probably, yeah, but about 9, 10 maybe actually. I completed Ratchet and Clank 2 12 times on challenge mode because I liked it. But the games had the replay value back then. I think we do probably look back onto them with like rose-tinted glasses, with that sort of thing. But you know, I would want to go back and play the game. Whereas now, I think that's an age thing. In retrospect, because I haven't done that for a long time. There's not really been... I play a game now and I'm like, okay, I've played that game, it's good. Whereas back then, it would be like, oh, I'm going to play it again and again and again. So, yeah, so that was back in the day. Secret Agent Clank was back on the PSP. I never had a PSP. I was never good at handheld console gaming. I had a DS. I pretty much just used it for PictoChat. That was about it. Yeah, never really got into like Pokemon on the Game Boy or anything like that. That was a good spawn. But yeah, Tools of Destruction. Yeah, see, I never played Tools of Destruction. I was a bit old at that point to play it, so I sort of missed it. But 1, 2, and 3, I absolutely blitzed. The first one, sorry, the first one, I used to go around to friends, and we'd play one of 2 games. That was either Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, or Ratchet & Clank 1. And we got to the last level on Ratchet & Clank 1, and his PS1 broke. His PS2 broke. So it's like, oh, no. I was like, oh, can I borrow it then if you've not got a PS2? He's like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, okay, I'm going to complete this game. Got to the last level, and the disc wouldn't work. So I had never completed it. Then the remaster come out in 2018 or whenever it was. Got that, and bear in mind it's like a remaster of the same game. Got to the last level again, and I dropped an entire glass of rum in my PlayStation. So I never completed it, and I've got it installed on my hard drive at the moment, ready to go. And I just know that I'll get to that last level, and something will go wrong. So I'm kind of putting it off. I was going to possibly let's play it, but I'm scared. I'm scared that my PlayStation will kill itself so that I don't complete the game that I've been trying to complete since I was 7. Which would be an incredibly me thing to happen. Oh. Okay. Got breaking news, Bernard doesn't touch grass. Hey, that's you saying that, not me. You should have played the DS brain training games, that's how I am so intelligent. I did wonder how you were so clever, to be honest, Suter. It had baffled me for several years. I often wonder how Suter's so smart. Now I know. I'm glad we've had this conversation. Cheers, man. Come on, you son of a bitch. No, it's teammates. We're all good. It's got the smiley face on top of the grenade as well. That was like the game's signature sort of thing. It had a smiley face on a grenade. I'm not sure why. They've taken, obviously, recently, in the last week, they've sort of basically succeeded sales of Bad Company 1 and 2, and they're no longer will be able to buy it anymore. Which has sort of led people to go, are they making Bad Company 3? Although I don't think this is the case. I did see a thing that was basically explaining, like, the reason that they take these games off the store is pretty much just a copyright thing. So, like, that have lost copyright things that last 10, 15 years, for example. Obviously, you need certain copyrighted things for a game to be a certain way. Do you know what I almost played tonight? Burnout Paradise. I feel like that could be fun. Although, I'm downloading a Need for Speed, currently. Because I feel like me playing a car game might be cursed, but kind of fun. Thank you, Suter. Your sarcasm is punished by curse noises. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you make a fair point there, I think. It's been too long for Bad Company 3 to sell well. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, mind you, Bad Company 2 originally didn't have half the audience. I'd argue that Bad Company 2 had a substantially less of an audience than Bad Company 3 would. More people know the Battlefield name now. Originally, like, Bad Company 2, you're forgetting, was pretty much, other than 1943, which was free anyway. Oh, it wasn't free, it was like £6.99. But Bad Company 2 was essentially Battlefield's leap onto console. So, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. How have they survived? So yeah. Do we have any new accessories dangling on the mic this week? Yeah, these nuts. Sorry, that was inappropriate. And not very professional. We've got the headband. I'll put that on in a sec. We got Spider-Man. It's Toby Spider-Man.
Full fucking bar.
See, I'm in the back of this exploding vehicle at the moment. Then just this the usual two Among Us today. But I'm gonna be a prick girl one second. Am I a pretty girl? Ooh. Please focus. Hey, double G on the 12 months. That's a whole year. That's a big amount of time. That is a large amount of time. Why is this not focused? Focus. Up here. I don't know why I'm talking to my webcam like it's some sort of builder that's just wolf whistled me. Up here, bozo. Okay, well, this is my look now. Where were we? Gaming. Thank you. Don't make me take another one. You pinned the last one I took in December. Yeah, it's because it looked good. Look cute. I might have to grow my hair again. I do this every single time. I grow my hair, and then I get to a point where I'm like, you just look weird. So I'll cut it, and then I'll get it like short back in size. I'll be like, yeah, you look a bit. You look slick. You look slick and cool and like a cool dude. And then I have that for like 2 weeks, and I'm just like, yeah, I preferred you with long hair. You look kind of like a 70s door-to-door salesman, but I kind of dig it, you know? And it just depends on my mood. You know, like you get people who are like a gender fluid, so on and so forth. I'm like that with my hair. Like some days I want to be like a sleazy 70s businessman, but other days I want to be a roadman. I wore a cap today for the first time ever. I look so stupid. I look like a builder, but like I kind of digged it, you know. I kind of felt a bit road. I'll put it on in a second and show you all. You're not getting a new one. How do you feel about speed? I can't tell, right? This is a genuine can't tell. I don't know if he's impeccably stupid or if he's really smart. His character annoys me a bit, to be fair. Like the whole playing dumb thing, I'm not really about that. I couldn't really care less. But he bangs views. Although that has dipped recently, but I suppose when you're, you know, if you're comparing it to when you have a blow up, it's different all the time anyway. So, hello. Please stop that, sir. Yeah, I can't tell if he's really stupid or really clever. I haven't decided. I don't know enough about him to make that judgment. Belgium. Yeah, see, stuff like that. I don't believe that. I don't believe he's that thick. You know? He's trying to copy yours and the Office Legacy. Exactly. He's trying to copy me and the boys. That's what's going on there. I'm going to take this wonderful little headband off now. I know I look like the most cutest, prettiest princess in all the land. But now is not the time for that. Now is the time for man like what? You get me. Like, so, POV. I'm just going to quit the game. Like, I walk in. Hey, old mate. Selling any Prime fam. What is it, right, as well? We used to have this guy at school, right? He was like... He was a bit of a bully. But, like, he'd walk around like a penguin. like where he was trying to bowl it. He'd just walk around like this. He looked like a bouncer trying to get through a door. Yeah, so that was kind of stupid. But yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I'm on like Fire in the Booth. Yeah. Yeah. I quite like it though. To be fair, kind of works with a beard. Whitest thing I've ever seen. Oh, you've seen nothing. Get the badge in. Ooh. Rap for us. Well, no, because the only rap I do know is Gangsta Gangsta by NWA, and that's got some very bad words that I'm not allowed to say. So that's why I'm not going to sing that song, Your Honour. Next question. Let's put some background music on. I like this. This is like an interview. Let's put some. Oh, right, I got it. I hope you can hear this when it comes on. I hope it's not too loud. Let's see if it's going to come through. Yeah.
Drama.
I don't know. I feel like this is the arc that I've not gone through yet, and I should sort of. Maybe I should go through a drill arc. That could be a thing. Yeah. I've got the full kit on. Trackies. Ignore the carrier bag on the floor though. Hey, old blood, you got Prime. You know, I was at Tesco the other day. And I come out. I just got a meal deal. I'd literally just got a meal deal. That's all I buy from Tesco. I've got my little meal deal in my bag. I can't focus. I come out, and there's this kid just like hanging around outside, just like this, like up against the wall. He's like, "Yo, mate, yo, fam." I'm like, I got my earphones in. I'm clearly not listening. I just pull them out. I'm like, "Oh, you're alright." He's like, "Yeah. Can you buy me some stuff?" Like, I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, what, Mother's Day present or what? He's like, no. Like, can you get me a bottle of vodka? I'm like, nah, mate. You're like 15. The rules are the rules. He was like, pussy old fam. I'm like, yeah. You'll be the pussy hole when you're in the back of an ambulance having your stomach pumped. But that was a raw fan moment, indeed. He wasn't taller than me. Apparently Prime is crap. I've not had it yet. I can't actually... yeah. Should have climbed him. Well, you know what, Suter, I would have, if it weren't for the fact he was a minor. That would have been illegal. You sure about that? Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, sorry, mate. You're not old enough. It's against the law. I was like, you'll understand when you're older. Knowing full well that he won't, because he'll just get a fucking job bricklaying and then be out every week doing gear. So he's not going to know his arse from his elbow in about 10 years. So yeah. You know, that's a lie. What I actually said was, "Rah, fam, you're dirty, you." Don't piss me off, fam. Yeah? Come ends. As a legal, 100% legal adult, can you buy some whiskey? I'll give you the money for it. No. Nah. Like, kid was under, like, he was obviously, I mean, the fact you've got to ask me to buy you alcohol means that you're not of age to do it. Ask your parents. That's what I had to do. So, oh, mummy, can you get me some 4 ciders so I can go to a house party later? Yes, darling Nicholas, I will get you 4 ciders. that you'll probably get drunk on, because the sugar rush will just absolutely blow your fragile little mind. You're having a midlife crisis. Midlife is generous. Quarter life, I think, is probably fair enough. Mother, could you get me Alka Pops? Mother, I require Magnas. It was very much like that. But yeah, maybe I should write a diss track. That could be the next villain arc. Who on? I could start it with yeah. And that's how it would start and end. It's not going to go any further than that. I remember the first time I got drunk. Yeah. I don't know. What do we think? Is the Roman look a thing or not? Is it like, is this my new attire or not? I got a hole in my sock as well. Ignore that. But like, oh god, never mind. But like, do we just go around like? I'll get a North Face badge there. Then I can walk around just like that. Like in all my pictures, I'll just be like that. Not feeling the cap. Rah, pussy off him. What if I wear it like a builder? I feel like a skater dude. Maybe not then. Maybe you are right. Wear a princess crown, you look hella menacing. Trying to think of what other comedic hats I've got. There's one up there. Oh, I got the good one. You look like a dad at a cricket on a Saturday. Cricket's played on a Sunday. Can you pull off the warehouse look? Homie, this is the warehouse look. Unless you mean the nightclub. I'm sure there is a club called Warehouse. Maybe not anymore. It used to be. You look like my stepdad. Tell your mother I said hi. I'll put on the other fun hat though. One sec. Oh god. So this one, my head's too big. This one, I went into a local market town, to buy a backpack. I went to buy a backpack, and we come out with this. So it's kind of cool. I'm gonna wear this in the summer though. This is my summer fit. Also, my t-shirt, right? I think I've told this before. That don't fit on my head. My t-shirt, right? I got a t-shirt for a birthday a few years ago. I'm putting the cap back on. I feel much more gangster with the cap on. There we go. So the t-shirt, I'm going to turn down this drill because I'm feeling violent. There we go. I got a t-shirt for Christmas like 3 years ago, which said, it had a picture of raccoons in a trash can, and it said, death is coming, be free, eat trash, or something like that. Anyway, over time, where I've worn it and it's gone through the wash, some of it's worn off, and now it literally just says, death is coming. So that's kind of cool. What's going on out there? So yeah, that's cool. Hey, Husky on the one gifted. Thank you. And welcome, Lighthouse. Hello, cool MNA. MNA. Not to be confused with lemonade. But yeah. I'm deaf. Oh no. Right, let's do one more game. I got incredibly sidetracked there. I do apologise. Let's just do one game. We'll do Conquest. Death is coming. Oh, I get it, Corey. That's very immature. But yeah. But it's good. Let's hope it will be given to Billy wants your socks. Billy, what sort of socks do you want? Because the ones I've got at the moment do have a hole in. I'm pretty sure you won't want them. Sock giveaway. That might be where we go now. I'm gonna wear this cap more though. I feel like I used to feel like a builder. When I put on caps. By a builder, I don't mean like a construction worker. I mean like Bob the fucking Builder. And now I'm just like, yo, B. Deals, yeah? Come ends, fam. They are genuinely threatening, though. I never want to go to, like, Brixton again if I can help it. I'm in a jet, which is pretty swag. The hole is for science. It would leak. My old job as Bob the Builder's voice actor. No, I don't think it was. Possibly. Possibly. Hey! I don't know why we're screaming. We are in a jet. Okay, right, there you go. Come on. Well, this has started well, hasn't it? I'm not very good at this jet malarkey, I won't lie. It's not something I do very often. But hey, we're getting a bit of all the gameplays today. Afterburner's on. There we go. Okay. Oh. Fair enough. That wasn't very Top Gun of me. Highway to the danger zone. I love that song. But in my old shop, we used to have an area in the stock room which was like elevated. It was upstairs. Right. Okay. I've been pinged off like a fucking sniper by a helicopter. That's cool. But yeah, there was an area in the stockroom where you'd climb up, and then you have to go over a barrier. And it's on like a wooden floor, and like we built it ourselves, and it was like 2-ply wood. Not so it was like a health and safety nightmare. Honestly, if a health and safety inspector went up there, they would shit themselves. And we called it the Danger Zone, which then turned into the Kenny Loggins because of that song, which is a great song. I put it on, but it's copyrighted. I've tried using it before. It was when FIFA 19 was about to come out. I just started making videos, and I wanted to make an 80s training montage to get me ready for... Okay, this sentence is going to sound so... I mean, I'm sounding like a virgin anyway, what difference does it make? But I was making a training montage for the next manager mode, and I used that song. I made it all 80s effect and everything. I was well proud of it. I mean, I could do it in seconds now, to be fair. But like, yeah, I was really proud of it. And then it got copyrighted, and I had to change the song. And I think I ended up using Darude Sandstorm, and then I just took it down. So I was like, well, I'm embarrassed about that, so... Yeah. But it was all synced. That's the thing, like... It's so frustrating when you get a copyright thing like that, because, I mean, I'm careful with it these days, because I know what is and what's not, but... Back in the day, I was paying so much attention to... syncing up audio and making sure... These helicopters need to be nerfed, man. But yeah, like I was paying so much attention onto syncing audio up and making everything pop well, and then copyright just comes and goes. Yeah, it looks good, but nah, sorry. So, you know, is what it is. Would you and the boys ever play pro clubs on FIFA? I'd love to. I've been trying to convince everyone for years, but I, as well as them, refuse to pay £65 for FIFA. Which, for me, yeah, I'd probably play it. I still play 22, to be honest. But they're not as into football as I am. I wouldn't make them pay £65 for a game that they'll play once and then never touch again. For me, well, I mean, yeah, I play it. I play FIFA all the time. In my spare time, that's pretty much all I play, really. That and this, actually, as it goes. Maybe the occasional Warzone. But, yeah, I'd love to. We were going to do it on FIFA 22 because it was free on the PlayStation Store for a bit, but We were a bit late to it, and by the time we got around to potentially doing pro clubs, there was no one playing it. I don't know how I got that kill, but I am not going to complain. And yeah, it's a shame really, because pro clubs with the boys would be great. I think it would be quite funny. I mean, we played Overcooked 2 the other day, and that was superb. So I imagine pro clubs would be equally as frustrating. I'd probably be the one getting frustrated, I think. I think I'm the only one... Zigzag... Why? I think I'm the only one in the group and the boys who plays football. So, like, as much as the others might watch it from time to time, I don't think they've got a... It's going to sound rude, but like a footballing brain, you know? Like, sometimes... Like, you get these people that are just like, I've got the ball, I must run to the goal. Like, now. I must kick the ball to the goal, anywhere near or in the goal. Sort of like, it's like playing football with Rocket League players. Whereas, obviously, in football, it's sort of like, I've got the ball. Okay, maybe I can pass it here. I can do a lovely sideways pass. Let's do one of them. Declan does them all the time. He makes them look really good. Not for long. You won't be there for long. So yeah, I think I'd get frustrated. But, I mean, that would be funny. So, I'd love to... I could have just said, would love to. But no. Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully. Okay. Fem Lighthouse. If I was XLHD's age as a woman, I'd be with him. Or want to be with him. I mean, I don't know how old you are now, but why not? Go for it. How old are you? Out of curiosity. Just trying to set my homeboy up. I think we could sort you out. I'll sort you something out. It's nothing to do with me. I couldn't care less. What do you mean sus? It's nothing to do with me. I'm hooking him up. I'm going into... I'm 15. Yeah, I'll sort you out. He'll love you. It's fine. I'm setting this up for Dan, by the way, not me. That's... Crikey. POV, what your mother does to me. That joke was not very nice, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Me out of context. Ah, shit. Nah, how has this backfired on me? I was insulting someone else. Do you support fundraisers in your chat? No. All charity will be banned. All the money must go to me directly. I mean, I've never done one. I'm not against fundraisers. Yeah, I don't see why not. What's the cause? My mental sanity isn't a cause, apparently. I tried making charity for that, but apparently it was deemed as selfish. Oh, let's go again. Let's just go again. I do love it. I do love it. I really do. All cancer charities now banned. Yeah, the only charities I will allow, fucking hell, alright, will be for animals. No. I would allow most charities, I think, to be fair. Stuff like this is actually serious now, right? I'm not joking this time. Like stuff like men's mental health charities and stuff like that, 1000%. Like that's something that I'm a firm believer of, needs more attention and care and stuff like that. Women's mental health charities? No, I'm joking. That one was a joke. But yeah, as a male, I'm going to stop that sentence there because that's just whatever I say is going to get cancelled. Isn't it? It's for I can't pronounce that, so it seems like a pretty rare disease. Psoriasis. I hope this isn't a joke. I myself suffer from it, but I'm doing this and crossing the country to raise money to fight. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. I'm butchering this, dude. Absolutely go for it. If you wanna, if you've got a charity that you are fundraising for, then by all means put it in this chat. Psoriasis. I don't know that much about it. I'm not gonna lie. I have completely butchered this whole segment of this is meant to be my wholesome bit. I've completely butchered it, but genuinely, if you've got a fundraiser going, I don't know if you can put links in here, but if you want to, if you can't put a link in here, then you are more than welcome to put it in our Discord server, which has got like over 3,000 people in it. So if you put it in there, walking across Canada to raise money, fucking hell, it's a big job. Does Alaska come into that? I suppose it probably wouldn't, would it? Nah, good on you, man. Or them, or they, or woman, or person. Good on you, person. I'm really not making this sound as sincere as it should. I'm sorry. I just get awkward in situations like this because I tend to sort of try to hide seriousness and bad things with comedy, and I'm not very good at it, and I haven't really learnt to like deal with that. Alaska is American. I know that, but I didn't know if you meant like continental, like Orlando or Why am I having such a Kyle moment? Oh my god. Ontario to Yukon. My name's Ethan. I'm a dude. It's alright. That's Twitter cancelling me for potentially calling you a them they. Sorry. Yeah, no, good stuff, man. If put it in the Discord if you want to. I will bump it as well. I'll do an at everyone if you get it in there. Just chuck in general. If not, or if you can put the link in here, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, that'd be cool. Do like a charity. Except children's charities, fuck them. Not to oh, here we go. Here you go. Get your clip fingers ready, everybody. Not yeah. Not to quote Prince Andrew, but fuck them kids. Don't know why I pointed when I said that. That felt like I was picking out a lobster at a restaurant. You know, this is all tragic and all, but I hope this has been fun. I do hate children. Yeah, I do hate children. I could never be a paedophile. I just hate kids. Just, well, I mean, if you were a pedo, what would you talk to them about anyway? Like, oh, do you see the new Fortnite update? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is there to possibly talk to children about? I don't get it. I'm not very good at talking to people my own age, let alone someone young and impressionable. Just clearing my name, just clearing my name. Thank God, like, raising for our friend's daughter who's been diagnosed with a brain tumour. Ah, shit, man. Would it be good to post that link too? Yeah, chuck them in the Discord. Like, honestly, I'll put both in it. If you put them both in general, or on a ticket if you know how to do one of them. Maybe don't do that because I don't know how to deal with them. Shah, are you here? Is Shah here? Shah, I need a responsible adult. Shah, is Shah here? I hope so. Donating every penny for Dr. Kim Pat's research facility here in Ontario. Yeah, just chuck it all in. Chuck it all. Shah, we need an adult. So you're not a responsible adult. I need Shah. Shah's a mod in the Discord and a responsible adult, and there are none others of them here. if Shah is here, Shah, if we get him to... Someone just... Woman, come on. Attention. We'll wait till Shah's here, potentially. But, if you want to... he's the only dermatologist in Ontario studying a cure for... I'm still not saying the word. I can't remember how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But either way, if you want it in the Discord, you can create a ticket which goes like straight to the mods. If you just say that see if we can just get it to me somehow. I need Shah really because she knows what she's doing. Psoriasis. Sorry, I shouldn't joke. Yes, but sorry, that was so insensitive. I've just realised. I'm just trying to bring light-hearted. Oh dear, this is a Paul Breach moment. Fuck me. Shah, a responsible adult, please. There's a couple of charities going on, Shah. I was saying if they get a ticket in the server, would we be able to separate them and get them aside? You know how to deal with the tickets. I don't. I'm just a little boy. But if we get them on a ticket, and then I can put them in a message and everyone just do an everyone post for the charities that we've just spoken about. If you know how to do that, Shah, are you the responsible adult I was hoping for? I love the fact I just asked for Shah as if like she was my guardian there. We've never had like a one-to-one chat, like even as much as that. But like I just know that she's a good mod, so it's like, cause if it's like I feel like I'm asking a parent if my friend can sleep over. I have no idea what you're on about. Right, Shah, you know you've got the ticket system in Discord where people can like send complaints and chat shit about us, right? There, if these two fellas send tickets with the details to these charities on, we can do a at everyone with the details on, and be like, yo, bitches, and other people, donate to these charities or we'll kill your parents, sort of vibe. You know? You get me? I hope that made sense. Oh yeah, with you, yeah, if that's what you want to do. I mean, it's charity. It's good. Do you not like charity, Shah? Is that what's going on? Oh, there, right, we got one of them. You know what? This was actually probably easier than... I don't think I actually needed Char? I don't think I actually needed Shah, to be honest. I could see them messages myself. Yeah. Oh, I've had a good time tonight. I was sort of dreading playing this on my own because I was just just the people have kept me going tonight. Thank you guys. Unless it's a charity about me. The only charity I'll ever make for me is just funding my bloody euphemism. Euphemism? Euthanizing. I'm still blurry, aren't I? Whoa. If I disappear... Huh. Raw, fam. Hey, thank you, Husky. Find my euphemism. Thank you, Husky. Show you are now irresponsible. Join me and cry. I mean, you are responsible, Husky. To be fair, although I have seen you argue with a few people in the server before, so you know that's up for debate. I think trial by fire type shit, I guess. Anyway, I just, you know what? I just put some of the drill music back on, and then as I put it on and it loaded, that played, And it threw me off. I was like, is that my dono sound? I don't remember. I am the fire. But yeah, if we can get both of them tickets, that'd be grand. We got one of them. We can chuck it on it. We can chuck it on everyone. But yeah, charity's good, yo. Can I join the server? Are you banned? If you're currently serving a ban, then no. However, if you're not, then yes. I guess. I mean, I can just get annoyed and kick you, I suppose. Bernard is banned. Oh, okay. Sorry, Bernard, you're banned. Out of my hands. Out of my hands, I'm afraid. I do technically own the server. It's technically in my name, but... Out of my hands, buddy. Sorry. Just... What can you do? Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like a skill issue. Certified Bernard at the moment. Really is. What did you do to get banned, Bernard? How did Bernard get banned? Are you unbanning him, Shah? You better not. If he's been banned, it will be for a reason. I don't remember what the reason was. But yeah, don't let that dusty little ute come back round ends. If you get what I'm saying, brother. For real, yo. 100 emoji. He kept causing a ruckus. That's unfamiliar. Are we doing unban requests? No. Definitely not. Unban Bernard. No. If he... I mean, fuck it. The mods can decide, whatever. If he's been banned, I'm sure it's for a reason. But, Leaving and rejoining the server because of a few bad apples in the server that are no longer in it. I'm a bit stuck. It says I need a verified phone number to join, but it's tweaking out. Tell you what, Emperor, it might be easier. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll see it there. I'll put it in there. I'll send you a link when it's done, just so that you see it. And then yeah, let us know. But yeah, if you can't get in the Discord, just send it to my Insta, and I'll... Yeah. Right, Shah, would you like to spill the beans as to why Bernard was banned? Because I would like to know as well. Because I don't think I actually knew. What's the... What happened? What happened, Bernard? What did you do? Can you insult my sister? Her name is Jessica. What's Jessica done? Does she want a specific insult? Or is she just being a fucking wet wipe? I'm not going to do it in the drill voice, don't worry. If I recall, it was because he was giving other users aggro after he started. That's not like Bernard. It's just right. I'll just put this because it's easier. That's the Instagram. Without the space. I don't think there is a space there anyway, so it should be fine. Been my sister. I mean, it's difficult to insult someone when you don't know anything about them. But maybe she smells. Jessica, you smell. Yeah. Take that. You've been insulted by a random man wearing a cap on the internet. Don't make me come back. Or I'll just do an entire diss track. But yeah, that was with Husky. We're on good terms now. Oh, see. Were you not following on Instagram, Lighthouse? What is this? Come on. Thought you were better than that. But yeah, no, send a request on there with the charity. Not request. Send a DM on there with the charity details. Just put as much details as possible. If there's like a description or whatever, just put it on there, and I'll get that in the Discord. But the Discord, is it worth joining? I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me DM you something. I will only be looking at the charity DM. I don't have time to go through all the other ones. I'm so popular, guys. It's such a problem. It's so difficult being so popular. It's not really. I get like 3 people message me a day. One of them's my mum, the other's my girlfriend, and the other is the boys. It's fun though. I like it. It's alright. Right, okay. I think we'll end it there. I think we're all having a good time. but the good times have to end at some point. So, yeah. I might wear the cap again. I might become even more road next time. But I've had a good time. So, yeah. Big ups yourselves. It says that you can't receive my messages because you don't accept messages. Okay. Let me... right. Okay. You should be able to still... send one. I got a request. That's strange. I don't know what it would be. I'm not very yeah. Get my socks one day. Oh no. I'll put a description, but you'll have to either search me up on IG or add me, I'm not sure. I mean, if you can join the Discord, that'd be the easiest way. You can just do that and send a ticket. This isn't a pyramid scheme. Discord's safe, I promise. But to be fair, Discord's alright as well, because obviously you can see when all of us are doing stuff, and obviously we are the main attraction, of course. Yeah, I'd say if you can figure out the Discord, then do that. If not, then... yeah, no, don't be sorry, it's chill. But yeah. Right, anyway, I'm going to dash. And, yeah, if you can get the charity thing to us. If not, try Twitter. You should be able to do it on Twitter, actually. You know what? I'm going to stay until this gets sorted, because otherwise I'll forget about it, and then it will be bad. I won't be a good person, so... then everyone will think I'm silly. Try Twitter. Twitter might be a place to try that. We are not unbanning Bernard. All right, you know what? Let's have a quick poll. I don't know if I should be the judge on this. No, you know what? I'm not going to do the poll. The mods can decide. I have made the mistake before. I'll try. Yeah, we can sort something. Just try Twitter, because chances are it'll come through on there. And then I can put it in the Discord. Wait, if you've got Discord, you should be able to join the... you should be able to join the server. I'd assume. Do a poll in the mod chat and see what they're saying. Everyone's going to be inactive, Husky. It's just going to be us three. Don't have Twitter. Everyone deserves a second chance. Bernard's had about 50. Why do you think we're so hesitant? Little shit. I mean, he's calmed down recently, I will say that. But that's how he gets you. He makes you think that he's turned a leaf. But the only leaf that he's turned, it's not a leaf at all. It's danger. Oh no. Yeah, drill. All my homeboys love drill. Right, there you go. I've sent a friend request on Discord, so you should be able to get that. If you send us a link, we can go from there. So, right. That's mad swaggy, yo. For real, for real. I'm going to dip with my homeboys right now. We're going to hit up the Riz and dip for real, yo. My name is Skylar White, yo. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. Oh, I see the problem. Are you cringe? Yes. For real, for real. Anyway, it's been real, gamers. Okay, yeah, cool. You got my friend request. Yeah, just chuck all the details in there. I'll put it in the server. We'll go from there. But yeah, lighters, losers.